So once again, a very good morning. Welcome back to day number 3 of the Manchester International Meet 2025. We said we are going to begin this morning with event 401, the open male 50 metres backstroke. There will be 2 heats of this event, and we start at heats 4. Swimmers, you're now in the control of your referees. Yes, off we go. Hope you had a lovely Saturday evening. Lots and lots of action coming for you this morning as well. As I said, this is the first of 2 heats in the open male 50 backstroke. Lane 1 is Ethan McGuinness, 2 is Finn Casey, 3 Elliot Hughes, 4 Leo Taylor, 5 is Fergus Bell, and in 7 is Robert Goodall. Next times are 28s and 29s. Already into the final few metres then. Who's going to get to the wall first? It will be Elliot Hughes, 28.88, followed by Leo Taylor, 29.04, and Fergus Bell rounded off your top 3, 29.32. Final heat of this event, heat 5. In lane 1 is Josh Hayes, 2 Finney and Malcolm, 3 Tom Gilroy, in 6 is Daniel Lau, 7 is Toby Hill, and 8 is James Escombe. This time entries go from 27s and 28s. Lane 3, looking good for this one, Tom Gilroy. Looks a little bit closer than I thought it was actually. As he come into the wall, does he get there? Actually, it's Daniel Lau in 6, 27.46. Then it was Tom Gilroy, 27.47, and Toby Hill, 27.75. All of that is confirmed. We move on to event 402, the females 50 metre breaststroke. There are 2 heats of this one. This is heat 4. In lane 1 is Lily Tipping, 2 is Sarah Holt, 3 Emily Lyons, 4 is Olivia Maker, and 5 is Emma Borges, 5 is Ellen Jones, and 6 is Kate Andrews. 35s and 36s on the entries. But with 15 metres to go, it looks like it might be Emma Borges of Guernsey. It definitely is. I'm seeing that on the stream, on the cameras, at least a body length in front of everybody else. Here is Emma in lane number 5. Now she gets a 35.38. Emily Lyons was at 36.35, and then it was Olivia May coming at 36.95. We move on to the final heat of this event, heat 5. In lane 1 is Elizabeth Adam, in 2 is Eloise Herbert, 3 is Gabby McCulloch, 4 is Anna Healy, 6 is Neve Dunbar, 7 is Haven Hegarty, and 8 is Eleanor Armstrong. Anna Healy, entry time 32s, going out to 35s in the outside lane. And here's Anna Healy, who leads the way for us. Elizabeth Adam going well up in lane 1, as is Gabby McCulloch in 3. They're your front 3 at the moment. Anna Healy's going to get to the wall first. What time's she going to get? 33.68. Then it was joint second between Elizabeth Adam and Gabby McCulloch, both touching the wall at 35.40. That is confirmed. So we move on to event 403, the open male 50 metre butterfly. There are 3 heats of this event. This is heat 5. Here's lane 2, he gets in the first at 27.41, followed by Sam Hutchinson 27.63. We'll move on to heat 6. Alright, final few metres of this one already, and again, probably lane 3 is going to get there, and it is Gus getting a time of 27.13, then it was Ethan 27.47, rounding off your top 3 was Leo Taylor 27.63. That's confirmed. Let's move on to event 404, females 400 metres individual medley. There are 3 heats of this event. This is heat 5. I do apologise, Sunday morning, this is event 403 and it's heat 7. Dear me, apologise to the swimmers. Alright, nice and close this one. 15 metres to go. Jack Jarvis, City of Manchester, lane number 3. He's starting to motor away, isn't he? Have a little look at that. I'm going to come in. Let's see at this time. 26.23. Next was Yain Delahaye, 27.41. Rounded off the top 3. Oliver Parry, 27.50. Right, this is definitely event 404, the females 400 metres individual medley. There are 3 heats of this event, and this is heat 5. As soon as our officials get themselves back up to the top end of the pool. Coaches, team managers, if you haven't already done so, of course we should have all swimmers for this event in marshalling, and as soon as you can, if you can start to get your swimmers for the open male 100 freestyle into marshalling as well. Thank you. Okay, so off we go with the first of 3 heats in this female 400 IM. Lane 1 from City of Leicester, Chloe Gent. In 2 from Leyland Barracudas, Megan Doherty. 3 from Rotherham Metro, Amelia Stratford. In 4 from the Lingus Club, Julia Diezik. In 5 from Wigan Best is Alice Holt. 6 from Leyland Barracudas, Emily Wade. In 7 from Rotherham Metro, Isabel Keynes. And in lane number 8 from Wirral Metro is Harper Aspinall. Couple of birthdays to mention from the Rotherham Club. Firstly to Coach Joe, happy birthday to you, and also to one of the parents, Kirsty, happy birthday. I hope you had a, as we said, lovely evening yesterday, whether it be here in Manchester or back home, and we hope you enjoy your day today. For everybody at home, I know you believe you joined us on the stream now. I said 1 or 2 little things to sort out this morning. If you are with us on YouTube, good morning. Hope you're enjoying your Sunday breakfast. This is, as I said, event 404, the females 400 metres individual medley. Emily Wade was leading the way after the fly, 1:13.26. She was followed by Amelia Stratford of Rotherham, 1:14.03. And Julia Diezik was third at 1:14.18. Our youngest swimmer in this heat is Harper Aspinall. She's 13 and she's in lane number 8. And we go to our eldest swimmer, who is Megan, who's 18. She's up in lane number 2. Entry times, middle of the pool, we're at 5 minutes 20. To the outside lanes at 5:30. At the moment, 2 swimmers pretty much side by side. And that is Emily Wade, Leyland Barracudas in 6th. As well as Julia Diezik of, I said, the Lingus Club. 2:33.96 as they move on to breaststroke. It is then the 18-year-old from Leyland Barracudas, Megan in lane 2, who is 3rd at the moment. So as you can see there on the stream, here's Julia who leads the way. So last night she finished second in the 16s and 100s 200 IM. And again, she's got herself a nice lead here at the moment as she makes her way back down the pool. She turned for home in 4:41.45. She was followed by Emily Wade at 4:45.76, and it was still Megan Doherty at Little Barracudas 4:49 exactly. Julia's edge time was 5 minutes 20.56. She'll be inside that. We'll just have a little look at what time she gets though. Well, she'll stop the clock at 5:16.64. Next is Emily Wade at 5:21.78, and it was teammate Megan Doherty, lane number 2, 5:23.32, rounding off your provisional top 3. That is confirmed, so we move on to Heat 6. In Heat 6, lane 1 from Wirral Metro is Lauren Berry. In 2 from City of Leicester, Jessica Lyons. 3 from City of Leicester is Holly Gent. In 4 from Rotherham Metro, Lacey Grayson. 5 from Tadcaster, Matilda Hendon. In 6 from Wirral Metro, Vivian Wilkinson. 7 from Wigan Best is Kira Johnson. And in 8 from the City of Salford is Viana Sefi. Now 3 14-year-olds here, they're your youngest in Heat 6. They're lanes 3, 6 and 8. And your eldest swimmer here, and that's Lacey in lane 4. She's 17. Entry times for the quickest entry time for Lacey was 5:14, and the outside lane with Viana was at 5 minutes 20. As we saw in the previous heat, Julia from the Aer Lingus Club, she set the time for us to try and beat 5:16.64. And that's in the junior section. Jessica Lyons is out there very nice and quickly, 1 minute 10.80, followed by Lauren Berry right next to her in lane 1. That was 1:11.55, and then it was Kira Johnson at 1:11.74. So at the minute, the 4 outside lanes lead the way for us, although starting to move through is Lacey Grayson of Rotherham Metro in lane number 4. Just trying to catch up Lauren, Jessica, as you said, in those far side lanes from the spectators. As you can see at home, it's starting to bunch up very nicely. But round first is Lauren Berry now with Wirral Metro. 1:53.28, that's 0.2 of a second in front of Jessica Lyons of City of Leicester. And then Lacey Grayson, 1:53.63. Safe to say breaststroke is going to play a big part in Heat 6. It is Lacey now. From Metro leads away. I said breaststroke could play a big factor in this. It certainly has. I said got herself 4. Let me have a little look. A 3-second advantage actually over Kiva Johnson, who's running second at the turn. Bayana Sefi's right next to her in lane number 8. And there your front 3. Like we said, a couple of swimmers who enjoyed mid to long distance freestyle in this heat as well. So again, things could change in heat 6. We'll just have to wait and see. But for the moment, Lacey Grayson leads away 4 minutes 7.92 from Kiva Johnson 4:11.12, and then Bayana Sefi at 4 minutes 12.01. 0.3 of a second behind was Holly Gent. 4:12.39. She had some good finals yesterday, didn't she? She did very, very well. With the 14-year-old in the city of Leicester. As a reminder of the entry times then, Lacey in lane 4, she was 5 minutes 14. Kiva Johnson was 5:18. Bayana Sefi was 5:20. And Holly Gent, who was mentioned, she was at 5:17 as well. Again, of course, some of these times might be conversions, so not necessarily a true reflection of what these swimmers have done in a long course pool. As mentioned a number of times yesterday, hopefully they get the times they're wanting to. Kiva Johnson certainly closed the gap on Lacey Grayson here, but Lacey is going to get into the wall first. Let's have a little look at the time. 5 minutes 20.19. Kiva Johnson 5 minutes 20.99, and Holly Gent 5:22.72. We will wait for that to be confirmed. There you go, you can see things have changed slightly up there on the board. We'll be moving on to the final heat of this event. This is heat 7. Disqualification to announce an event 404, heat 6, lane 3. So the final heat of this event, in lane 1 from City of Manchester, Molly Fisher. 2 from the Warriors of Warrington is Iris Hurst. 3 from City of Leicester, Janie Finch. 4 from Wirral Metro is Abby Roscoe. 5 from Wirral Metro is Petra Varga. 6 from Wigan Best is Evie Cutter. 7 from City of Leicester, Francesca Harrison. 8 from Wirral Metro is Lily Horton. Entry times 4:51s to 5:12. Well, that's the swimmers in here. Had some great swims yesterday. I say Janie Finch, Abby Roscoe, to name a couple. And it is Abby Roscoe. She goes out in a 1:06, followed by Petra Varga, 1:07. Iris Hurst at 1:08. I said most of these swimmers actually appeared at least one final last night. So hopefully got home at a relatively respectable time, made sure they did all the preparation they needed again for this morning. I talked about it yesterday, 3rd weekend of the window. Some of these have been very, very busy. But it is Abby Roscoe who still leads, 1:45.79. From her teammate Petra Varga, 1:46.74, and Iris Hurst running 3rd at 1:49.31. So still leading the way for us, the two Wirral Metro swimmers, Abby Roscoe, Petra Varga, then followed still by Iris Hurst, also Molly Fisher, not too far behind her, up there in lanes 1 and 2. 6, 7 and 8 are all pretty much bunched together, but Francesca Harrison leads that trio of swimmers. So we said quickest time so far in this event was set in, well, way back in heat 5, we said, or the first heat of this event. Anyway, Julia Dizek of Lingus Cup, 5:16.64. Abby Roscoe turns 3:48.40. Next is Petra Varga, 3:52.54. Looks like it'll be Francesca Harrison next, City of Leicester. And she turns in 4 minutes 1.22. Well, Abby Roscoe's pulled away, as you can see, almost actually maybe he's just dropped the motors a little bit, making it look easy. She's making her way back down into the final 50 metres. That is Abby for everyone watching at home. She's being followed still by teammate Petra Varga. Francesca Harrison is out in third. Looks like Evie Cutter now of Wigan Best in fourth. But Abby Roscoe, she'll stop the clock. Oh, that's a nice time. 4:56.53 for Abby Roscoe. Petra Varga is going to be next. We'll see what time she can get. That's 5:06.39. Francesca Harrison, she'll be there next. Well, we'll wait for all the times to come up and everything to be confirmed. Wirral goes, having a nice chat there in the pool. Everyone at home. Abby Roscoe laying the law down, I think. Anyway, everything has now been confirmed. So we'll be moving on to event 405. Open male, 100 metres freestyle. There are 3 heats of this event, and this is heat 5. There was a disqualification to announce in event 404, heat 7, lane 3. Already on the way back then, are the gentlemen. I said the first of 3 heats. Lane 1 is Luke Horton, 2 is Ethan Ford, 3 is Adam Rowe, 4 is Sam Greenslade, in 5 is Callum Wong, 6 is Gabriel Corbett, 7 is Luke Lacrosse, and 8 Sam Hutchinson. Looks like it will be the Trafford Metro swimmer. Oh no, actually, it's going to be the Tadcaster swimmer. 56.63. And then it was the Trafford Metro swimmer in lane 4, 56.99. Rounding off your top 3 was Callum from Aquabers, 57.39. Confirmed, heat 6. In lane 1 is Robert Goodall. In lane 3 is Joshua Ellis. 4 is Toby Hill. 5 is Bo Gomasol. In 6 we have Jack Jarvis. And in lane number 8 is Patrick Harriman. Entry times for 54 high. Outside lanes to 56s. One of those outside lanes at the moment, Patrick Harriman of Satellite, is going very well, as is Jack Jarvis of Manchester in 6. Final 5 metres. This one's going to be close. Who gets to the wall first? It is Patrick Harriman, 56.18, Jack Jarvis, 56.27, and then Robert Goodall, 56.42. Is already confirmed. Final heat of this event, heat 7. In lane 2 is Finney and Malcolm. 3, Christos Manoli. 4 is Jamie Ingram. 7 is James Simpson. And 8, who's getting the most support in the building, is Owen Wilson. Jamie Ingram then. Saw him yesterday in the 100 fly. He goes round first. It was 24.11. And with 15 metres to go, I'm going to say round about a body and a half lead for Jamie, City Manchester swimmer, in lane number 4. He'll come underneath the flags. What time's he getting? 50.89 for Jamie Ingram. Next was Christos Manoli, 53.53, and then Finney and Malcolm, 53.92. Okay, we're going to be moving on to some backstroke. Yeah, moving on to some backstroke, so we'll just take a minute, of course, to get the ledges in. Whilst we got a chance, as I mentioned yesterday, of course, we got the provisional finals list popping up after each and every event. Of course, they are still provisional until all the heats are on this afternoon, but if you know for facts that you won't be taking part in a final, please let the timing suite know, or the coach's office next door to it, so then they can remove you from that provisional list. Thank you. Alright, looks like we're not too far away. So this will be event 406, the females 100 metres backstroke. There will be 3 heats of this event, and we start at heat 6. In lane number 2 is Tammy Plumtree. 3, Lacey Grayson. 4, Jessica Roxley. 5 is Zara Holt. In 7 is Hannah Lee, and in 8 is Anna Clark. Lacey Grayson is Backing up already, isn't she? She turns around first, 34.49, followed by Jessica Oxley, 34.72, and Tammy Plumtree was at 34.81. Yeah, not much time at all for Lacey. Instead, just comes from that 400 IM straight into this 100 back, but still has a slight advantage over Jessica Oxley, but it will come down to the better finish. Who gets her first? Well, it is Jessica Oxley, 111.32, Lacey Grayson, 111.43, then Hannah Lee gets her third at 111.98. Heat 7. So again, this time, lane 1 is Ruby Robertson, 2 Iris Hurst. In lane 3, Francesca Cullen, 4 is Layla Lawrenson, 5 Anna Fenwick, 6 is Anya Foxwell, and 7 is Libby Poole. And it is Libby, City of Salford, who leads Taurus. Of course, it's to all the spectators, and of course, on the screen, she's in lane 8, but just keep an eye on Iris Hurst as well. She's starting to make her way through to the front of heat 7. Again, a couple of swimmers backing up from that 400 IM. Well, it will be Iris Hurst, the Warriors of Warrington swimmer. Great second 50 metres that. She gets in there in a time of 108.48. Followed by Layla Lawrenson, 109.86. And rounding off your top 3 was Libby Poole at 110.01. Final heat of this one, heat 8. Lane 1 this time is Jamie Finch. In 2 is Amelia Cheschek. In 3 is Ella Williams. 4 is Molly Garrett. 5 is Sophie Shaw. 6 is Emily Hall. 7 is Alice Volkovaya. And in 8, Anna O'Mahony. Molly Garrett, City of Manchester, leads the way for us, 30.42. She's followed by Sophie Shaw. And that was in 31.27. Rounding off the Manchester top 3 through that first 50 metres was Anna O'Mahony, and she went 31.72. So it still is as you were, as you can see in the pool. Molly Garrett, City of Manchester, still out in front, just short of a body length lead over teammate Sophie Shaw. Amelia Cheschek of Northampton's come back very well, but getting into the wall, Molly Garrett, 1 minute 3.81, Sophie Shaw 104.40, and it was Amelia Cheschek of Northampton who rounded off your top 3 in 106.96. We move swiftly on to event 407, the open male 100 metres breaststroke. There are 3 heats of this one. We start at heat 3. In lane number 1 is Samuel Tan. In 2 is Sam Hutchinson. 3 is Georginette. 4 Alexander Lewis. 5 Edward Oscroft. In 6 is James Hendon. 7 is Samuel Can. And in 8 is Ethan Simmons. Quite a big spread in the entry times. Alexander Lewis, lane number 4, 1:13.70. And to Ethan in lane number 8 was at 1:16.2. At the moment, James Hendon though, a Tadcaster leads the way for us at the turn, 33.59. You had a handful of swimmers, 4 to be exact, who were rounding 34s. So as you can see in the pool, there's still all to play for with 25 metres to go. Although James Hendon of Tadcaster is roughly around about a James Hendon body length in front. Although the Northampton swimmer, Edward Oscroft, right next to him, is trying to cut that down. But into the final 5 metres we go. James Hendon will get to the wall first, and he'll register a time of 1:13.50. Edward Oscroft was at 1:14.40, and Georginette City of Salford 1:15.01. We move on to Heat 4. Heat 4, and lane 1 from City of Leicester is James Nightingale. In 3 from City of Leicester is Kenny Smith. In lane 4 from Guernsey, Luke Lacrasse. In 5 from City of Leicester is Arthur Blacklaws. In 6 from Tadcaster, Tinaye Makamadzi. He's in lane 6. In 7 from Trafford Metro is Samuel Lee. And in lane number 8 from Wigan Best is Nathan Healy. Luke Lacrasse is a 20-year-old from Guernsey, lane number 4. Entry time of 1:09. And we spread out to 1:13. For the moment, there's the swimmer in lane number 6, Tinaye Makamadzi, who led the way, 33.28. Everybody went round in 33 or 34. It was all very close at the turn. In a minute, you've got 3 swimmers who lead the way for us. And say Tinaye Makamadzi in 6. You've also got lane 3, Kenny Smith from City of Leicester, and Nathan Healy, Wigan Best. He's your front 3. Trying to get back at them is Arthur Blacklaws of City of Leicester as well. But it is Kenny Smith, 1:12.42. Nathan Healy was next at 1:12.91. Rounding off your top 3, Tinaye Makamadzi, 1:13.25. We move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 5. In lane 1 from Trafford Metro is James Simpson. 2 from City of Salford, Kingston Loop. And then we move to lane number 4, and that is City of Manchester's Carnell Nunes Smith. 5 from Orion is Josh Mitchell Story. 6 from City of Manchester, Callum Nurse. 7 from City of Manchester is James Escombe. And rounding off Heat 5 in lane number 8 from City of Salford is Luke Aitken. Carnell Nunes Smith leads the way, goes under 30 as well after 50 metres, 29.62. Followed, as we said, by Josh Mitchell Story, 31.13. And then Kingston Blue, City of Salford, 31.37. No doubt who leads this one. As I said, that is Carnell Nunes Smith. He is in lane number 4. Let's have a little look at the time that Carnell's going to register here. It is 1:04.96. Josh Mitchell Story, 1:06.50. And finishing third was Callum Nurse in 1:07.35. All confirmed. Okay, we'll let our officials get back down to the scoreboard end as we move back to a 50-metre event. Alright, not too far away. So as soon as we get our officials in position down there, as I said, at the scoreboard end, we'll be moving on to event 408, females 50-metre freestyle. 3 heats of this event, and we start at heat 6. Okay, lane 2 is Layla Lawrence at 3, Florence Senior 4 is Sophie Whittles, 5 is Grace Reed, and 6 is Charlotte Middleton. Pretty even with 15 metres to go. Probably looking at the Guernsey swimmer with a slight advantage, that's Grace Reed in lane 5. Pulled away a little bit there, she stops the clock 29.08, Florence Senior was 29.17. Sophie Whittles were at 29.25, but we'll just wait for that all to be confirmed. Okay, a little change up there on the board for you. We'll move on to heat 7. Disqualification to announce in event 408, heat 6, lane 5. In heat 7, lane 1 is Robin Salas, 2 is Anna Fenwick, 3 Emily Wade, 4 Anna Clark, 5 Zara Holt, 6 is Veronica Rozwarska, 7 Grace Roble from Keating, 8 is Libby Poole. Anna Clark, City of Leicester, is going to get to the wall first in 28.31, followed by Emily Wade, 29.02, and Robin Salas, 29.09. That is confirmed. Final heat of this event, heat 8. In lane 1, Sophia Kelly. In lane 3, Anya Foxwell. 4 is Molly Garrett. 6 is Jade Fury. 7 is Haven Hegarty. And 8 is Eloise Herbert. Well, 15 metres to go. And lanes 1 and 3 look most likely. Sophia Kelly, Anya Foxwell. Oh, sorry, not Anya Foxwell, it's Molly Garrett. My apologies. But they're getting to the wall first. Molly Garrett, 28.06. Sophia Kelly, 28.22. And Jade Fury was 28.47. Again, already confirmed. So, we need our officials to get a few more steps in as they make their way back up to the start end of the pool. All right, so as I said, not too far away. Officials just checking you've got the right swimmers there. As soon as we're ready, this is event 409, the open male 200 metres backstroke. There will be 2 heats of this event, and we start at heat 3. So we said just 2 heats in this one, and lane number 1 from Wigan Best is Mitchell Leake. In 2 from City of Leicester is Oliver Davis. In 3 from Wigan Best is Cole Hood. 4 from Wigan Best is James Vaughan. 5 from City of Leicester, Harry Lucas. 6 from City of Leicester, Emerson Blue Gupwell. And in 7 from Wigan Best is Dan Barton. We have 5 15-year-olds here, and they're all next to each other from lanes 3 to 7. Oliver Davis in lane 2 is 16. Mitchell Leake, as said, is our elder statesman. There in lane 1, he's 17. James Vaughan comes in with the quickest time on paper at 2:19.80. And Mitchell Leake, teammate in lane number 1, had an entry time of 2:23. But the early go-ins, it is Harry Lucas of City of Leicester who's going to turn round first at the halfway turn. So at the moment, Harry still leads away in 5. After that, he's been chased down by a couple of Wigan Best swimmers in lanes 3 and 4, Cole Hood, James Vaughan. They're your front 3, as well as Dan Barton, their teammate. Actually, he's not too far behind them. So, Harry Lucas already turns home, time of 1:42.90. That gives him just around the 2 1/4 second advantage over Cole Hood, who is running second, with Dan Barton in 3rd place at the turn. A couple of these swimmers really do like to charge back down these final 50 metres or so, so we'll see if they can make any inroads into Harry Lucas' lead from City of Leicester. Looking most likely is Cole Hood up in lane number 3. I think he's going to run out of pool, however. Having a look at Harry Lucas' entry time, that was 2 minutes 20.30, and he stops the clock in 2:19.13. Cole Hood 2:21.11, with Dan Barton at 2:21.93. We will wait for confirmation on that one. Well, for everyone at home, that's Harry, who's on the live stream right now, taking a well-earned breather. And again, we still just wait for heat 3 to be confirmed. And by the looks of it, there you go. It is up on the board now, so we can move on to the final heat of this event, heat 4. In lane number 2, from City of Leicester, is Jack Smith. 3 from Northampton is Jack Hurry. 4 from Northampton is Eden Rowe. In 5 from Ulverston is Fergus Bell. In lane number 7, from Rotherham Metro, is Ethan Hampshire. And in lane number 8, from the Erlingus Club, is Finn Casey. Youngest swimmer, Jack Smith, in lane 2, he's 15. And then we've got an 18-year-old in the shape of Ethan Hampshire in lane number 7. Entry times from 2 minutes 10 out to 2:18. So on paper, everyone in this heat has gone quicker than we've seen already in the previous heat. So we'll see how that all develops. But the 100-metre turn, it was Jack Hurry who led the way, 1:06.19, 0.2 of a second in front of Eden Rowe. And then it was Jack Smith, and they are currently occupying lanes 2, 3 and 4. Oh, the two Northampton swimmers battling it out here, lanes 3 and 4. Bragging rights up for grabs, no doubt, into the final 5 metres. But who stops the clock first? It's Jack Hurry, 2:15.68, Eden Rowe, 2:15.71, and Jack Smith, 2:17.04. Again, just wait for all of that to be confirmed, which it is. So we will be moving on to event 410, the females 200 metres breaststroke. There are 3 heats of this event, and we will begin at heat 3. Alright, off we go. In lane 1 from City of Salford is Rosie Berry. In 2 from the Warriors of Warrington, Alana Donlan. 3 from Wigan Best is Ellen Jones. In 5 from City of Leicester, Connie Kyle. 6 from Wirral Metro is Isabel Taylor. 7 from Rotherham Metro is Tammy Plumtree. And in 8 from the Warriors of Warrington is Emily Hall. Connie in lane 5 is 13, she's your youngest swimmer in heat 3, and a couple of 17-year-olds next door to each other. Lanes 6 and 7, Isabel Taylor and Tammy Plumtree. Entry times from 2:54s to 2:59s. I wonder for a few swimmers if they're feeling exactly as the song's saying at the moment. I've got to get through this. Hard work on a Sunday morning, I've no doubt. It's still all going very well. And at the moment, Rosie Berry up there in lane number 1. There's around about half a body length's lead over lane 5, Connie Carl, City of Leicester. And that equates into just over a second advantage actually. And it was Isabel Taylor running 3rd at the 100-metre turn. Well, for that third 50 metres, Rosie Berry really has pulled away, just short of 4 seconds in front of Connie Kyle, who still occupies second position in heat 3. And it was Isabel Taylor, so your front three stayed the same as they turned for home. Although Isabel Taylor is trying everything she can to get through into that second spot. Keep an eye on Emily Hall from Warriors of Warrington in lane number 8. And her teammate Alana Donlan, they're both coming back nice and quick, cutting down some of the lead. But Rosie Berry, she went out fast, she stayed fast, and she gets to the wall first. She gets a time of 2:57.47. Next is Connie Kyle, 2:59.81, and Isabel Taylor rounds off your top three in 3 minutes, 0.57. That is confirmed. We move on to Heat 4. In lane number 1 from City of Leicester, Emma Graham Brown. 2 from Trafford Metro is Eleanor Armstrong. 3 from the Erlingus Club, Jessica Purcell. 4 from Tadcaster, Eloise Herbert. 5 from City of Manchester is Emily Lyons. 6 from Tadcaster is Matilda Hendon. 7 from the Erlingus Club, Haven Hegarty. And in lane 8 from Tadcaster is Olivia May Curran. Again, Eloise Herbert, entry time of 2:45 exactly, and then 4/10 of a second behind was Emily Lyons at 2:45.40. They are 2 swimmers in the golden lanes, and heading towards the outsides, we're at 2:51s and 2:52s. .100 metres in, and it's still Emily who leads away, 1 minute 20.52. Just over 2 seconds in front of Jessica Purcell, and she's in lane number 3. Oh, we say it, the breaststroke, especially on the 200s, you can literally look across all 8 lanes. There's some kind of different style or form of the breaststroke. Some using that nice big long stretch and glide, some coming up high, powering through the front end. At the moment, as I said, Emily Lyons of City of Manchester using her technique to full effect as she's got a body length lead over next best Jessica Purcell in lane 3. And then we're looking at City of Leicester's Emma Graham Brown in lane number 1. The lead has been cut a little bit for Emily. She's just under 2 seconds in front. So as long as she can keep doing what she can, I think the rest of the heat will, I was going to say run out of pool, but we've just got to keep an eye on Jessica in lane 3. She's trying everything she can. Really is, but I've done my maths right, and by the looks of it I have. Looks like City of Manchester's Emily Lyons is going to get into the wall comfortably here in heat 4. Entry time was 2:45. She's going to be right. Let's see. Oh, it's just a little bit over. 2:47.73. Jessica Purcell's at 2:51.31. Eloise Herbert 2:53.52. All of that is confirmed, so we move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 5. This time in lane 1 from Wirral Metro, Lily Horton. In 3 from Leyland Barracudas, Elizabeth Adam. 4 from City of Manchester is Anna Healy. 5 from City of Leicester, Neve Dunbar. 6 from Tadcaster, Amelia Barrett. 7 from Wigan Best is Alice Holt. And in 8 from City of Leicester is Kate Andrews. Now with 2 ladies in the middle of the pool, Anna Healy in 4, Neve Dunbar in 5. Both enter on 2:38s. Anna Healy with half a second advantage on paper. And we move up to 2:44s on the outside lane. But at the moment it is the youngest swimmer in the heat, and that's Elizabeth Adam, who took us out quickest through the first 50 metres, 36.67, followed by Neve Dunbar, 37.23, and then Anna Healy at 37.51. You've got to say, if anything, Elizabeth Adam starting to move away a little bit from the ladies in lanes 4 and 5, Anna Healy, Neve Dunbar. And for everyone at home, you can just see the distance she's got. Way over a body length lead. 2 minutes, 32 at the turn. Neve Dunbar was 2 seconds behind, and then Anna Healy a further second behind that. Entry time for Elizabeth Adam was 2 minutes 40.90. I said she turned for home in 2 minutes .32. Like I said, fantastic swim from the 15-year-old this though, from Leyland Barracudas. Hopefully head coach Steve will be happy with this one. Yeah, big thumbs up from Steve as Elizabeth comes in. She'll stop the clock there, 2:43.17. Next, it is Neve Dunbar, 2:46.41, and rounding off the top 3 is Anna Healy at 2:47.18. And all of that is confirmed. So we move on to event 411, the open male 200 metres butterfly. There are 2 heats of this event, and we start at heat 4. Okay, so we're already halfway through. As we said, heat 4, lane 1 from City of Manchester, James Fothergill. In 2 from Tadcaster is Taylor Horseman. 3 from Wigan Best, Alex Hornby. 4 from Ramsbottom, Owen Wilson. 5 from City of Salford is Samuel Stout. 6 from City of Leicester, Freddie Burdett. And in 8 from City of Leicester as well is William Oxley. After 100 metres, James Fothergill led the way, 1 minute 3.80. That gave him just over a second advantage from Freddie Burdett at 1:04.85. But as you can see at home, as our swimmers get ready to turn for home, Freddie Burdett is now out in the lead, 1:39.86, 6/10 of a second in front of James Fothergill, and Owen Wilson was running third at 1:41.71. Well, the pool hall's picked up a little bit, plenty of noise coming down from the pool side. At the moment, it is Freddie Burdett who leads the way, 15-year-old from City of Leicester, entry time 2:16.50. Owen Wilson's running second, although James Fothergill's not too far behind. Freddie Burdett, a time of 2:14.64. It was then James Fothergill, 2:18.23, and Owen Wilson got to the wall third in 2:18.31. That is confirmed. We move on to the final heat of this event, Heat 5. In lane 1 from Northampton is Jack Hurry. 2 from City of Leicester is Lewis Fitch. In 3 from Northampton is Jack Bignell. In 4 from Northampton is Adam Rowe. In 5 from Aquabirds is Ollie Parry. In 6 from Rotherham Metro is Jack Denwood. 7 from Leyland Barracudas is Leo Taylor. And in 8 from Aquabirds is Callum Mongan. And entry times here, well, lane number 4, 2:07.10. And outside lanes are up at 2:15s. We shall see what transpires through the rest of Heat 5. Well, certainly a lot closer than Heat 4 as they come up to the halfway turn. Just 0.2 of a second actually between first and third. Jack Bignell in lane 3, 1:03.92. Then you had Oliver Parry, 1:04.13. Adam Rowe was just 7/100ths behind him at 1:04.20. A couple of other swimmers who were on 1:04s as well. So still all to play for through this second 100 metres. Well, as you can see, already coming back in, pulled away through the second 100 metres. As our friend in lane number 4, Needham Rowe, they got there in 2:12.77. Lewis Fitch was next, 2:15.15. Rounding off the top 3, Leo Taylor, 2:15.40. And that is already confirmed. So we'll be moving on to event 412, which is the females 100 metres butterfly. There are 3 heats of this event. We start at heat 5. So off we go with the ladies in 100 fly. Lane number 1 from Blackpool Classics, Jessica McNiven. In 2 from Aquabirds, Ellie Schofield. 3 from the Warriors of Warrington, Alana Donlan. 4 from City of Salford is Grace Jackson. 5 from Wirral Metro, Vivian Wilkinson. In 6 from City of Manchester, Sophia Sugden. And in 7 from Wirral Metro is Lauren Berry. It is Jessica McNiven who led the way after 50 metres, 30.66. And as you look at the moment though, pretty hard to call possibly lane 7. Lauren Berry. Although, as I said, lane 2, Ellie Schofield of Aquabirds is going well. The final 6 metres or so, it looks like those two ladies are going to duke it out to the wall, but who can get their hands there first? It is Ellie Schofield, 1:07.53. In fact, it was a joint first between Ellie Schofield and Lauren Berry, both getting to the wall in 1:07.53. Well done, ladies. And we move on to heat 6. This time, lane 1 belongs to Anna Clark. In 2 is Emily Hall. 3 is Iris Hurst. 4 is Ella Williams. 5, Natasha McDonald. 6, Meredith Harness. And 7 is Petra Varga. Ages from 15 to 21. And on the entries, our ladies in the middle of the pool, lanes 4 and 5, Ella Williams and Natasha McDonald. They come in with entry times of 1:04.90 and 1:04.91. But it is Tadcaster's Meredith Harness who leads the way after 50 metres, 30.63, just a quarter of a second in front of Natasha McDonald of the University of Stirling. And then it was Ella Williams of Tadcaster. Certainly been a feature of Tadcaster swimmers, getting themselves out nice and quick through those first 50 metres. Seems to be paid dividends as well. You just have a little look the way Meredith takes her breath there. Certainly a unique one, but doesn't matter, does it? It works. Does she get to the wall first? Yes, she does. 1:05.83. Natasha McDonald was 1:06.16, and Iris Hurst 1:06.38. Final heat of this event, heat 7. Lane 1 is City of Leicester's Janie Finch. In 2 from City of Manchester, Naomi Parker. In lane number 4 from Northampton, Betsy Wizard. 5 from City of Manchester, Jessica Calderbank. 6 from City of Leicester, Melissa Lowe. 7 from City of Manchester, Zara Davis. 8 from City of Manchester, Jay Theory. Now, we already spoke quite a bit yesterday with our ladies in the 2 middle lanes, Betsy Wizard and Jessica Calderbank, of course. 2 fantastic fly swimmers. Oh, the 50 metres, not much to separate them at all. It was Betsy Wizard 28.37 from Jessica Calderbank 28.53, and then Naomi Parker at 29.44. As we said, yes, or as I said yesterday, I said Betsy, been over in the US, competing in all sorts of things, including the NCAA, and of course you've got Jessica Calderbank, who's represented Jamaica and multiple national titles. But it is Betsy Wizard gets there first, just by 3/100ths of a second, 1:01.15. Jessica Calderbank was 1:01.18, and Naomi Parker gets that third spot in 1:04.22. And that is confirmed. We move on to event 413, the open male 200 metres individual medley. There are 2 heats of this event. We start at heat 4. In lane 1 is Emerson Gupwell. In 2, Harry Lucas. 3 is Robert Goodall. 4 is Arthur Blacklaws. 5, Cormac Whiteley. 6 is James Vaughan. 7 is Kenny Smith. And 8 is James Hendon. Arthur in lane 4 had an entry time of 2 minutes 20.50, with James in lane number 8 at 2:24.3. On through the first half of this IM. Just having a little look there. My time say it was James Vaughan who went round first in lane 6, 1:06.05. 4/10 of a second in front of Robert Goodall, of Aquabirds at 1:06.45. 5 100ths behind him was Harry Lucas. As I said, breaststroke always sorts things out here. At the moment though, I said James still leads the way. Enjoys his breaststroke, does James Vaughan. As you can see, everyone at home, he's got at least a body length lead. As he turns to home in 1:47.83, just short of 2.5 seconds in front of Ramsbottom Cormac Whiteley, and then Aquabirds and Robert Goodall. James's entry time was 2:22.20. I imagine he's going to be somewhere around that time. Let's have a little look what he gets. There he is, 2:22.11. Cormac Whiteley 2:23.01, and it was Arthur Blacklaws at 2:23.75. And that is confirmed. So we move on to the final heat of this event. This is Heat 5. In lane 2 from Aquabirds is Oliver Parry. 3 from Northampton is Jack Bignell. 4 from City of Manchester, Donatus Dragasius. In 5 from Limassol is Antonis Patsalidis. In 6 from City of Manchester, James Escombe. And in lane 8 from City of Leicester is Jack Smith. Donatus Dragasius, well, he's entry time 2:07.10. And so he put on a show yesterday in the 400 IM. He's still up for us in lane 4 at the moment. Leading the way, not by much, over Antonis Patsalidis of Limassol. There are your front two. After that, you've got a battle in lanes 2 and 3. That's Oliver Parry, Jack Bignell for Aquabirds and Northampton. And not too far behind them is James Escombe, City of Manchester. Keep an eye on him as we get to breaststroke. Let's see what happens here. But let's just looking at the times. Donatus Dragasius was at 1:24. 6/10 of a second behind was Antonis Patsalidis at 1:84. And Jack Bignell was next of Northampton, 1:03.92. As you can see, Donatus pulled away a little bit there through breaststroke. 1:40.12, just short of a second and a half advantage over Antonis Patsalidis, and it is James Escombe now who's clearly in that third spot. Final 10 metres then in this Open Males 200 IM for heat leader Donatus Dragasius, and he will get a time of 2:11.86. Next, Antonis registers a time of 2:14.72 with James Escombe at 2:16.07. And all of that is confirmed. We move on to event 414, female 200 metres freestyle. There are 4 heats of this event, and we start at heat 7. In lane 1 from City of Salford, Amelia Atkinson. 3 from Guernsey is Emma Borges. In 4 from Stockport Metro, Lily Rose Unwin. 5 from Leyland Barracudas is Megan Doherty. 6 from City of Manchester, Grace Robo from Keating. 7 from City of Salford, Viana Sefi. 8 from Northampton is Maddie Walden. Youngest swimmer is Viana in 7. She's 14, and your eldest swimmer is Megan in 5, who's 18. Entry time's nice and close actually. 2:13 and a half up to 2:15 and a half, so not too much between the swimmers in this heat. We said our youngest swimmer, Viana from City of Salford, has decided she's going to go out and lead heat 7. She turns around in 1 minute 3.77, just under a second in front of Megan Doherty instead of Leyland Barracudas. She was next in 1:04.72. And then Maddie Walden of Northampton was at 1:04.83. Still, Viana leads the way. Did that third 50 metres in around about the 35. If that's the case, and she can hold her pace, I'm looking at around about the 2:13, maybe slightly over, maybe slightly under. We'll see. Entry time of 2:14.33. It looks like it will be a 2:13. It is 2:13.17. Next was Emma Borges, 2:14.67, with Megan in lane 5 at 2:15.16. All of that is confirmed, so we move on to heat 8. In lane 1 from Tadcaster, Ruby Robinson. 2 from City of Manchester, Kerry Sullivan. In 4 from Wigan Best is Kiva Johnson. 5 from the Erlingers Club is Jessica Purcell. 6 from Tadcaster, Sophia Kelly. 7 from Erlingers Club, Julia Diezik. And in 8 from City of Leicester, Jessica Ropsley. Now this is very close on the entries. 2:11.51 for Kiva Johnson in 4, to the outside lanes of 2:12.88. So not much between any of the swimmers at all. Well, it is lane 6 who leads away. Sophia Kelly, 1:03.78, followed by Kiva Johnson, 1:03.87, and Kerry Sullivan, 1:04.11. Leaders here then in heat 8, just slightly behind where Viana Sefi was in the previous heat. We'll see what these ladies can do as they make their way back up the pool. Viana was around about the 1:38 for turning for home, but Kiva's just in front of that now, 1:37.56, followed by Kerry Sullivan, just half a second behind, 1:38.04. And then it was Sophia Kelly at 1:38.19. Well, Kira did lead the way at the turn, and she's just breathing to her left, so she'll not be able to see Sophie Kelly at Tadcaster, who's come steaming back this final 50 metres. It looks like it will be Sophia Kelly of Tadcaster. What time will we get? 2:11.35. Kira Johnson is 2 minutes 12 exactly, and then Jessica Purcell 2:12.66. We will wait for all of that to be confirmed. Okay, as you can see, the board's updated. We are all confirmed. We move on to Heat 9. Lead number 1 this time belongs to City of Leicester's Jessica Lyons. In 2 from City of Leicester, Tiara Reader. In 3 from the Erlingers Club, Anna Nikashkina. In 4 from the Warriors of Warrington, Emily Hall. In 5 from City of Manchester, Molly Fisher. In 6 from Northampton, Amelia Cheschek. In 7 from City of Leicester, Francesca Harrison. And in lane 8 from Satellite is Zara Cole. Middle of the pool, Emily Hall, Warriors of Warrington swimmer in 4, Molly Fisher, City of Manchester in 5. Entry times of 2:08.90 for Emily and 2:08.99 for Molly Fisher. Again though, as we said, very tough for these ladies as they come to their last event of the morning. A lot of them backing up over quite a few events. At the 100 turn, Tiara Reader, 1:03.30. That's pretty much the quickest 100 split we've seen so far. She leads. Led from Amelia Cheschek and then Zara Cole. Still all to play for this one, you know. You can see at home, just we'll turn to that, and you can see lane 6, Amelia Cheschek of Northampton will be bringing us home at 1:37.46. Possibly could see 2:10s, maybe 2:11s. Into the final 15 metres then. It is Northampton's Amelia Cheschek who leads. Anna Nikaskina is trying to get back at her. But final few metres, and we will see a 2:10. That's for Amelia Cheschek, 2:10.36. Anna Nikashkina was at 2:11.78 and Molly Fisher 2:12.09. We move on to the final heat of this event. This is Heat 10. In lane 1, from City of Leicester, Holly Gent. 2 from Wigan Best, Evie Cutter. 3 from Wirral Metro is Abby Roscoe. 4 from City of Leicester is Alyssa Lowe. 5 from the Warriors of Warrington, Iris Hurst. 6 from City of Salford is Alice Welkavaya. 7 from City of Leicester, JD Finch. And in 8 from City of Salford, Nicole Adiyeye. Well, Alyssa Lowe leads us out, 29.43 from Nicole Adiyeye. who went round there in a time of 30.12, and then it was Iris Hurst at 30.39. All of our swimmers were round in a 30. Well, 101.58 from Alyssa Lowe. Next was Abby Roscoe, 103.02, followed by Janie Finch, 103.69. Hebe Cutter not too far behind there at 103.73. So Alyssa Lowe still leads away. Abby Roscoe eating into her lead a little bit there, and then you're probably still looking at Janie Finch next. Trio of swimmers behind them. But as they turn for home, Alyssa Lowe, Abby Roscoe, Janie Finch are your top three. Well, into the final few metres we come then, and it is going to be sorry, it's not Iris, it's Abby Roscoe, my apologies. She gets in there, 207.53, Alyssa Lowe 208.58, and Janie Finch 211.17 are your top three there. That is all confirmed, so we move on to the final event of the morning, event 415, which is the open male 400 metres freestyle. There are two heats of this event. We start at heat 3. In lane 2 is Alex Hornby of Wigan Best, 3 from City of Leicester's Jack Smith, 4 from Tadcaster's Taylor Horseman, 5 from Satellite Patrick Harriman, 6 from City of Leicester William Oxley, 7 from City of Leicester Jackson Crabb, and in 8 from Northampton is Jack Hirry. Entry times middle of the pool at 4:20, outside lanes are at 4:25. Already halfway through this one then, and it is Patrick Harriman and Satellite leads away. He turned around in 209.89 from Alex Hornby, who's just a second behind at 2 minutes 10.86. And then Taylor Horseman of Tadcaster 211.24 were your front three. So with 100 metres to go, it is your front three as it was. A little bit of time, and it's just been taken up, but not much, probably around about the 10th of a second. You've got Patrick Harriman who led the way, 3:17.99, from Alex Hornby, 3:18.82, and Taylor Horseman was at 3:21.18. Watching the stream at home, looks like Alex is pretty much going to be level as they turn for home here. Maybe just in front still, Patrick, but not by much at all. 0.3 of a second to be precise, 3:51.75 with 3:52.07. Into the final 10 metres then. Said Alex had been cutting down that lead. He's now in front, you know, into the final couple of metres. And it will be Alex Hornby with a best 4:23.50. Next is Patrick Harriman of Satellite, 4:23.76. With City of Leicester's Jackson Crabb getting the third in a time of 4:25.88. And that is confirmed, so we move on to the final heat of the morning. This is heat 4. So for the last time, as we said this morning, in session 4A, in lane 1 from Northampton, Man of Mystery. In 2 from Rotherham Metro, Oscar Gable. 3 from Northampton, Jack Bigno. In 4 from City of Leicester, it's Daniel Harrison. 5 from Northampton, Eden Rowe. In 7 from Wigan Best is Matthew Sawes, and in 8 from City of Leicester is Oliver Davis. Daniel Harris, entry time of 4 minutes 9, and Eden Rowe was at 4:10. Warm-ups this afternoon for session 4B begin at 12 o'clock. That's 12 to 12:25 for the open males, 12:25 till 10 to 1 for the females, and we start at 1 o'clock. And for the final session, open male 4:30 till 5 to 5, females 5 to 5 till 20 past 5. We start racing at 5:30. Halfway through this one then, Matthew Sawes leads the way, 2 minutes 6.26, 8/10 of a second in front. And, Oscar Gable, like I said, Rotherham Metro, lane 2. And running third was Daniel Harris of City of Leicester at 2:07.25. Well, it is Daniel Harris now who leads away. He's pushed to the front, 3:11.67 at the 300 metre turn from Oscar in lane 2. He's half a second behind at 3:12.22. Matthew Sawes at 3:12.45. As a reminder, Daniel's entry time was 4:09. Oscar in lane 2, his entry time was 4:16 with Matthew at 4:18. 4:18 high actually, 4:18.80. But Daniel, he's over a second and a half in front now of Oscar. Still Matthew running third as the gentlemen make their way back down the pool. All the swimmers coming down the final 50 metres to round off session 4A for us. So final few metres for Daniel Harris, City of Leicester. He registers a time of 4:14.92. Oscar Gable up in lane 2, 4:17.23 with Matthew Sawes at 4:18.19. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and swimmers, is confirmed. And that brings to a close session 4A. I'd like to say thank you to all of our officials, as always, giving up your time. It's much appreciated. As soon as you're ready, you may leave poolside. As we said then, look at that, get a 40-minute break. Who knew? Yeah, warm-ups begin for session 4B at 12 o'clock, and that's on the open male category, 12 till 12:25. Females 12:25 till 10 to 1, and we will start racing at 1 o'clock. Just a reminder once again, if you are on the provisional finals lists and you know for a fact you will not be taking part in the finals, if you make them after the afternoon sessions, please let the office know next to the timing suite so we can do everything that we need to. Thank you very much. As we said, for the ones who are going to get away now, we hope you have a lovely afternoon. Hope to see you again later on this evening, and for everyone else staying around, I'll be back with you just before 12 o'clock.